What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Michael Knapp Fishing. We are continuing on with our winter series. There was just entirely too much to talk about and do in the first video. I'm not really confident in posting 30, 40, 50-minute videos yet because I don't know that anybody's going to watch them, to be completely honest. So I wanted to break this up, just kind of keep with our, 8 to 14, 15-minute videos so that we don't have any issues with it. So we're going to try and go in order of all the baits that we did. So starting off, the Alabama rig today. We're going to go into detail of when I throw it, how I throw it, what I throw it on, all that jazz. Roll that intro. We'll get into it, guys. Alright guys, so right off the bat, I'm going to go ahead and just get this question out of there because I've already had a lot of people ask me on my Instagram page, what Alabama rigs do I run? I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I run whatever's the cheapest and on sale. These things are expensive. I break them off a lot, and I don't feel like replacing them with stupid nice ones like Shane Baits makes. I love Shane's baits. They're gorgeous. They're phenomenal. They are, in my opinion, the best A-rigs out there. But I'm not gonna lose them. They're like 50 bucks. I ain't doing it. Ain't gonna lose it. So these, this one's a Umbrella rig. I actually bought this back in 2019. I don't know if Dick's Sporting Goods messed up or they just had a clearing out set. I don't know what happened, but some of the guys over at 3B Outdoors let us know that there was a massive sale on them. So a bunch of us hurried up and ordered them. We sold them out in like an hour. So I bought 40 of these for $5 a piece. So I was really, really happy about being able to get these. So that's what I run. The components of it, the actual hook heads are Dirty Jigs, the Matt Allen series head. It's a 1/8 ounce head with a big old 3/0 sturdy hook. I don't like flimsy hooks. I break them off too easily. I like those real big, hefty hooks. The dummies up here, keep in mind, you guys got to remember, whatever state that you are in, make sure you know what your state regulation is on the Alabama rig. Some states, it's just completely illegal altogether. State of Tennessee, you are allowed 3 hooks. That's it. No more. 3 hooks. You're allowed as many baits as you want. They just have to have 3 hooks, no more than that. So as you can see, I have 5 baits on here, and I have 3 hooks, and then I have these 2 dummies up here. These 2 dummies have no hooks in them, as you just saw. I roll them down my hands. They are connected with some owner spring locks that I put directly on here, screw those in there, and then they just set on top there. I do have a mighty big swivel up here. That is a, oh gosh, 40 or 50 pound swivel. I can't remember. It might be a 60, to be honest. I can't remember how heavy that swivel is. I don't always run a swivel, but I'm starting to a little bit more. What am I missing? The baits. I only run castaic paddle style swim baits, boot tail, whatever you want to call these. These are the castaic fat impacts. That's all I run on an Alabama rig. I absolutely love my X-Zone swammers, but they have too much action for this technique in the winter time, so I do not run them. All right, rod, reel, line. I've been told before that I'm running too light of line. Sometimes I don't disagree with that. I honestly probably should go up to 20, but I just don't really care for it. I get 3,000 yards of 17-pound Suffix fluorocarbon at the beginning of the year, and that lasts me the whole year. And that's just what I put on here. 17-pound test Suffix Advanced fluorocarbon. That is what I run exclusively on this bait. It's what I like. And I haven't had any issues with it, to be honest. The break-offs are not because of the line failures, because I'm getting hung up. So I haven't ever actually broken one off. The rod. It's not really fair for me to be able to say this and expect you all to be able to compete with it. This is a prototype rod from Old 18. It is going to be our new swim bait series rods. We are working on getting those out and about. As soon as we can get our guides in stock, we're waiting on guides from Fuji. So kind of a disadvantage for me compared to you guys, but it's not the only rod that I use. I do use a suppressor as well. It's right here. and it's caught on that hook back there. Again, I've caught every rod on that hook so far. This is the suppressor, and yes, this is another Alabama rig. This is the castaic Alabama rig. It is bladeless, is the reason why I run it. I run it in gin clear water. If I think they'll eat a schooling bait fish style bait, then this is what I run in gin clear water. This suppressor will throw up to a 4-ounce lure. It handles an Alabama rig really, really well. The only reason why I prefer the prototype over this one is because of the overall butt length. This butt length is about 12 inches. That butt length is 18 inches, I believe. So it's just a little bit more for me to grab a hold of when I make those long casts. It is what it is. It's whatever you guys prefer. But like I said, this is the old 18. It'll throw up to a 4-ounce. The prototype rod will throw up to an 8-ounce. So it's just whatever you guys prefer. Both of them are, or no, just this one is a moderate fast. That one's a fast. This is a mod fast, and that's a fast. They both do the job very, very well. I don't notice any difference switching between the two rods except for the butt and personal comfort, to be completely honest, guys. That's really what it boils down to. I like my wind grips on this one better. The carbon fiber is nice. I just like the wind grips better. Like I said, it is what it is, whatever you guys prefer. Reels. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I use identical reels on them. Both rods have the Daiwa Tatula 300. That is the swim bait reel that they made to be, I don't know if they necessarily made it to be a budget reel for swim baits, but that's what it is to me. It's a budget swim bait reel. When we're talking about swim bait reels, you can get up there in $500, $600, $700 range. And that's just not me. I like to use reels that everybody watching these videos would be able to afford. And I know a lot of people are sitting here thinking, well, you throw Lose Pro TIs all the time. They're like $350. Yeah, I get that. But that's also the extent of it. Like that's the highest, that's the most expensive reel I throw. Except for maybe the Shimano Bantam. I don't know. I got the Shimano Bantam for $20 in a raffle, so that doesn't really count. But anyway, back to what we were talking about. The Daiwa 300. This is just an all-around hefty reel. I actually got them when I was down at Lake Okeechobee with my grandfather, and I wanted to throw the S-Waver around grass, but I needed braid on it because of all the heavy hydrilla and coontail and all that crap. I don't even know what all the grass is down there. But I went with a 6:3 to 1 gear ratio in both of them. These things will hold over 200 yards of line. I guess it also depends on how big your line is, but I'm not even really sure if it says how much line it'll hold on there, if it actually says it on the box. But either way, holds a tremendous amount of line, which is what you need when you're throwing these kind of baits, because you're gonna be making long casts, but it's also that really big diameter line. So you're still gonna wanna be able to take up the same inches per turn, because these take up over 30 inches per turn. In a 6:3 to 1 gear ratio, that's just an insane amount of line being picked up. So you still want something that's gonna be able to pick up a lot of line, that's going to be able to get that bait back to you and be able to catch up to those smallmouth, because the A-rig to me is really a smallmouth bait for me. The places that I fish, yes, don't get me wrong, I've caught a bunch of largemouth on there, but it's really for smallmouth personally, is what I feel. We were going to talk about water clarity. When do I fish this? To be completely honest, it's got to be like chocolate milk for me not to fish it. If you've got less than 6 inches of visibility, I won't throw it. Anything above 6 inches of visibility, I'm throwing the A-rig. I will switch from blades to no blades once I hit that 4 to 5 foot visibility range. We were out in the honey hole a couple weeks ago. I had 9 feet of visibility. I kept throwing the blades, and it just didn't click. It's like, hey, stupid, change to the bladeless. If you change to the bladeless, it's a little bit more natural. And I know a lot of people are like, what's natural about that many freaking wires running through there? I get it. It's really not all that natural, but it reduces the intrusiveness of the blades throwing off the shine and everything. I go with smaller baits on it. It just works. I don't know why it works, but it does work. So it's really hard to deny the catchability and how good these baits really are. The Alabama rigs really are, guys. Y'all, if y'all like these videos, please do me a huge favor, guys. Let's try and get this channel popping again. Like, comment. Let's get those views up. Let's get that dough rolling in here so I can give you all some more Tackle Warehouse gift cards, guys. All you have to do is watch the videos. Just like, comment, interact with me just a little bit, guys. I love talking with y'all down there in the comment section below. And if you guys ever see me out in Cherokee, Douglas, Watauga, South Holston, the Honey Hole, Lake Chickamauga, we're coming. We're coming to Lake Chickamauga. Let's see here. Few more weeks we'll be on Lake Chickamauga. 2 more weeks we'll be on Lake Chickamauga for the first MLF BFL event of the year for the volunteer division. We're going to be on Lake Chickamauga. I've already got my reservations at Blue Water. So if y'all are staying at Blue Water, if you're fishing any of those, give me a holler. We'll hang out, talk a little fishing. Well, probably won't talk a little bit of fishing since we're going to be competing against each other. But anyway, guys, like, subscribe, comment, turn your notifications on. Come say hey if you ever see me out on the water. Take care, everybody.